obviously, when you experience a month like December with the cold temperatures, that has a dramatic impact on the customers. And in fact, our residential electric bills that are going out this month are up 42% compared to last month. The average electric bill for a residential customer this month is $182, and it was $128 last month. And if you go back and look a year ago, which was a little colder than we've been recently, these bills that are going out now are 37% higher. So significant consumption, significant increase on the electric residential bills. A similar story when you look at the gas bills. The gas bills are up 39% this month compared to last month. Average gas bill right now is $164 for a residential customer. You may notice that it's, when you look at January 2010, that's only 3% higher. It was $160 back in January of last year, and that's due to the reduction in wholesale gas prices. So that has a tremendous impact, and I think we received a little bit of a break when the gas prices declined, or the increase would be much greater than it is. So as you can imagine, when our customers receive bills that are 40% higher than the previous month, they contact us. They have questions, they have concerns, they have difficulties. And in fact, we track the high bill calls. And this month, our high bill calls are up 68% compared to last month, and about 14% compared to last January.
If you add in my phone calls,
I understand. We do have repeat callers, and that's fine. A typical month, our call center folks will receive about 80,000 calls. And the high bill calls account for 1 to 1.5%. So 800, 1,200 a month. So not a significant percentage, but when it goes up to 68%, we're projecting we'll be close to 2,000 high bill calls. And if you just look from a call center perspective at the number of calls, that's really missing the point as far as how we prepare and how we staff. Because a high bill call is about 4 times longer than a typical call. And that's understandable. Customers have questions, they want to walk through their bills. We want to share with them energy saving tips, ways to reduce their consumption, make them aware of agencies that are out there to assist them. So that's par for the course, and that's something we expect, and that's just part of it. The only impact that we will see from a call center perspective is the wait times may be longer. And so staffing, when we see temperatures and we know the bills are going out, we'll ramp up staffing in order to reduce those wait times for our other customers. Because as you can imagine, you're frustrated, you see your bill, and then if you have to wait even longer. So that's really impacts us from a staffing perspective, managing our resources to make sure we have enough call center representatives to address all the issues. Just like Mike was saying about the operational preparedness, we do the same thing in customer service. And obviously the December temperatures, I don't know that we fully expected the extremes that we saw, but we knew winter was coming. So beginning in the fall, in every bill we include information about high bills, ways to reduce consumption, make them aware of TPA's in-home energy assistance program to get financial resources to help them. I'll talk more about project help in a second, but obviously that's a very valuable resource. So we try to get the message out. We also, every fall prior to the winter season, all of our call center representatives, our utility service advisors, and these folks are really talking to our customers every single day. We make sure that they're up to speed on all the issues and just that they're armed with the latest information to help our customers. So we go through that process. And we also try to get the word out through the media. Since November 1st, we've conducted 14 media interviews, 8 of which have been on camera, just about high bills and how you can prepare for that. And we reference our energy saving tips on our website, things such as for every degree you lower your thermostat, it reduces your bill by 1%, just kind of general things like that to make people aware of what's out there. And one thing, and I know that you all are very familiar with the balanced pay option. That is something we continually try to publicize. We send out about 220,000 bills every month, and of that, about 35,000 of those customers are on balanced pay, so about 15%. And that really is such a good program, so we're continually trying to educate our customers because it mitigates those extreme fluctuations. And so we're trying through our bill inserts and various tools on our web to get that.
Let me ask you something, on your balance pay, that's what I was thinking with the seasonal changes in the peak. What do you mean, I mean, we'll still offer balance pay?
Oh, yeah, but it won't be based on the TVA seasons.
It won't be.
No, it's every 6 months we'll true up, just based on the bill.
Ah, okay.
Just the gross amount of the charge.
So for the next 6 months, you look back the last 6 months and you say this is what you're going to pay per month. That's what you're going to do.
Well,
see, I don't, you know, with the seasonal thing, I'm not sure how well that's going to work.
they're kind of two different things. One is how we pay TVA, and the balance pay here is just simply, you go to the grocery store and you spend $100 this week and $120 next week and $70 the next week. It's just averaging those weeks and saying, just pay us the same thing every week. It's really not correlated to the usage. It's correlated to the bill on average over that 6-month period. But we're still going to be paying TVA on the actual charges that come in during those seasonal times.
I do the balance pay, and sometimes I'm ahead, but then I catch up, and then I catch up, and then I get behind. And but the balance pay is the same amount for me, and I loved it this month.
Yeah, the average is going to be based on this new plan.
Yeah, the average is going to be based on this new plan.
It might affect the average a little bit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, if it's more, you're just averaging that more and averaging what you
It's constantly monitored, and we actually look back 12 months and make sure. And even if you don't have balanced pay, we show you on the bill if you did have balanced pay.
This is the perfect time for customers to sign up for balance pay, because they're going to have a 35 to 40% higher bill, but they won't have to pay that if they call up and say, put me on balance pay. They'll just pay whatever the average has been for the last six to 12 months. It's the perfect marketing time to get people's attention on getting on to balance pay. And then there'll be months like April or May that they'll be paying more than what their actual usage is to make up for the fact they're not paying it this month.
Okay, and in addition, you all are very familiar with our Project Help program, and we do have 3 customer counselors on staff that routinely work with our customers who have difficulty paying. But Project Help, to give a plug to that, we are right in the middle of the Food City Home Federal campaign, which ends the 28th of this month. Our goal was $30,000, and we're halfway there. So 100% of the funds we collect through those donations go to CAC, who we've had a long-standing relationship. They administer the program, and I think we gave $150,000 to almost 400 families last year. So we, through our communications, try to make the point, try to make it as easy as possible. You can contribute online, check a box on your bill. The kiosk that we have in various locations, you can also, they're set up so you can contribute that way as well. So we try to really get the word out on that. And like I said, right now we're in the middle of our campaign, and so far, so good on that. Just to sum up, we prepare operationally. We obviously look at the weather forecast, but really, this is a huge impact on our customers, and we recognize that. When you have a bill that goes up 30 to 40% higher than the previous month, it dramatically affects you. And this is something that we expect. Mike talked about the cold weather, snow. We've got a couple more months of what we call sort of our winter season. And we're still in our seeing some of those December temperatures as we get the meter reads in. So we expect the calls to continue. We expect customers to reach out with us to address their concerns. The consumption for both gas and electric is up significantly, as you saw. The call center feedback confirms customers are calling, that if this is making an impact, they're having difficulty. And the one point, the last point, is something that we tried to make through our various communication tools. If you get your bill as a customer and you think you're going to have difficulty, please call us. Call us soon. We have, as I said, customer counselors who can work with you. We have resources that we can put you in touch with. We can discuss the balanced pay plan and various options. And the sooner the customers call us, usually the better off they are as far as not getting behind on their bill, and we're able to work with them. So that's really the message that we want to convey. We recognize that this is a very difficult time right now to have these increases, and it is, as you can tell, driven by the cold weather, the consumption, and we will just continue to try to spread the word about ways to reduce consumption.
Of course, it may not be for you. Are we cutting anybody off during these cold weather months?
We do not cut people off when there's imminent danger, severe weather, extreme temperatures.
What is extreme? What temperature are we talking about?
It's a lot of factors we look at, but obviously the temperature is 11 degrees, snow on the ground. We look at that, and that's a decision every single day that we make based on the factors. And I will tell you, in December, given the temperatures, there wasn't a lot of cutting anyone off. We're mindful of the dangers of that, and we will try every way possible to work with our customers.
Any other questions? Thank you, Don, and congratulations. Looks like you picked a good time to be
First presentation, high bills.
You finished? Any other business, commissioners? Any comments out there anybody would like to make? Address the board? Okay, well, we will adjourn this